So today we're going to organize this garage. As you can see, there's stuff stacked everywhere, and we're going to take and build a set of shelving along this wall here, just out 8 feet from the corner. And we're going to try to take all these larger items and pack them up into that shelf. And then we're going to put hooks in the ceiling and put these bicycles up there as well, right after this. Alright, so now that it's all gone, we're going to measure from that corner. We're using plywood, which is 4 foot by 8 foot. So we're going to rip it down in half so it'll be 2 foot by 8 foot. 2 pieces, 2 foot by 8 foot. So the shelf is going to come out 2 feet and it's going to go 8 feet. So we need to measure from that corner 8 foot this way so we know where our shelf needs to end. I'm going to make a mark. So we're going to measure down to the floor 8 feet. And we're going to make a mark here at 8 feet. Then we're going to make a level line using our level. So that line is exactly 8 feet off the floor at the tallest end, because your garage tapers down here. So 8 feet off the floor here is not 8 feet off the floor there. This is the highest point of 8 feet. So in order to make the shelf level, the 2x4s have to be cut to fit from the floor to that line. So the 8 foot mark from that wall out this way is about here. So this is how far your shelf's gonna come out. Okay, we can always build more later if you want to,
But I think that should be good.
okay? We have a stud right here, so rather than use an anchor, I'm gonna go right into that stud.
Okay.
The shelf can extend beyond it a little bit, that's not an issue, okay? We just want, if we can put it into structure, that's what we want to do. So go ahead and fold that right there. And you'll notice the top of the 2x4 goes to the top, to the bottom of that line. And we just want to make sure this is plumb. This top's gonna come out just there. Hold it right there tight. Got it?
Got it.
Cheers. You can let that in.
What?
We're gonna come up here because we know this line is level, and we're gonna make a mark at it. Right at that line. And that's what we're gonna cut off.
But not the camera. Camera, drop the level.
Put this on here. Make sure she's plumb. There, with the nail gun. So this is the initial framework that's going to hold it to the wall. So all the shelves will hang on this, okay? What we need to do now is determine where we want each shelf. Okay, so now that you can use 3, 4, 8, 10, 12, 15 of these, doesn't matter however long you want to make your shelf. I would make it based on the length of plywood. Plywood's 8 feet long, so if you're going to make a shelf, make it 8 feet, make it 16 feet. Don't make it 10 feet, because now you gotta buy a piece of plywood for 2 feet, and you're gonna have 6 left over. So base it on your material length, the way things are purchased. We have a generator that's gonna go on the floor and wheel in. We're gonna stick it on this end. You gotta think ahead a little bit. You stick it over in that corner, they might bury it with stuff, stacking stuff in front of it. So power goes out, you want your generator. So we're gonna stick it on this end here underneath the shelf. 24 inches is enough room for the generator with a little bit of room to play. Now, if I make it 24 inches over here, it's not going to be 24 inches over there. Again, the slab slopes down, so if any water gets in here, it runs out of the garage. So if you want 24 inches, so if totes and stuff fit under it, you got to put your 24 inches on that side. And whatever it comes out to over here. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to measure up 24 inches from the floor. And make a mark. And then we're going to use the level to transfer that measurement across. And I'm going to put a circle over it so I know that that's my line. Seeing as I got so many other lines I've driven. Right to there. So now what we're going to do is we're going to hold this 2x4 up, which is exactly 8 feet long. I measured it. And we're going to stick it right on that line with the circle. Put the line above the under the 2x4. Under the 2x4.
Under?
Under.
What do you remember?
Mean put the line here and lower the 2x4 to it.
Okay.
Make sure you're right on the line.
Thank you.
Alright, so now we're going to put one on this line. You can do the underside at this point. It doesn't have to be exactly 24 for space here. And then we're going to measure up, put another one, and then we're going to put one at the top. Alright? Just to be on the safe side, I want to put a level on it in case I'm a hair off. Alright? Your end has to go down a little bit. A little more, a little more, a little more. Right there. Hold it right there. Hold it right there. So your first part of the rack is done, the shelving components. It's all done. This is what all of the plywood's going to sit on to make your shelves. And you might wonder how strong it is. And this camera makes me look bigger than I really am. I am big, but I'm not this big that you see because I have it on fisheye, so it stretches me out even more. But I'm a good 250 pounds. And that shelf is strong. It ain't going anywhere. Now you gotta make another one of these that's gonna sit out here. But you don't have the ability to mark where everything is because you're working in the middle of the air here, trying to build another one of these to sit out here. You might think, well, I can build it outside and bring it in, take measurements, but I'm gonna show you an easy one. An easy way to do this. We're going to duplicate this fast. This is 6. And 2 more from you will be the 8 we need.
Can I get it off the board?
Yep. So we got 8 2x4s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, oh, 7. 7 2x4s. I only need 1.
All right, take the one off and I'll bring it back out. I'm halfway here already.
7 2x4s. 8 screws. You need 8 screws, 7 2x4s. Screws want to be long enough to go through the 2x4 into the next one, but not through it. You do not want the screw to go through both 2x4s. So you need 7 2x4s, because that's what you have here already. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 2x4s, all cut to exactly 8 feet. Most of them are going to be 8 feet because when framers buy them, they don't really want to have to adjust them, but they're off a little bit here and there. It doesn't have to be perfect for a garage shelf though. I just like to be a perfectionist. I don't like to be, but I am. So what we're going to do is we're going to take 2x4 and we're going to hold it up to here. Go ahead, hold it right up to there. Keep it even with the other 2x4.
Like 6 fingers.
All right. We're going to take a screw, and in the middle, not off to the end, you just want to make sure that they're even with each other. And in the middle, put a screw. In the middle between the bays. In other words, you don't want to put it where there's another 2x4. You want to do it where there's a hollow spot. Is that even?
Mm-hmm.
That's good. Leave it there. Let's do another one. All right. We're all done. How do you like the shelf? You can put cups on it.
Oh, good. Lovely.
All right, so after you get the 4 screwed in, using your 7 screws, or 8 screws, you're gonna take your 8-foot pieces, you're gonna put them in the corner, and you're gonna mark the back. And we're gonna call this one 1. Then you're gonna take your next one, you're gonna put it where that one goes. You're gonna mark that one, and you're gonna call that one 2. The third one is exactly 8 feet high, so we don't need to cut that one. All right, so now that you got your 2x4s cut, take the number 1, face it towards the shelf, just so nobody has to see it. Put it in place, and nail it in on an angle. Take number 2. Nail it in at an angle. Take number 3. Same thing.
Just, I guess out here like this.
And do what?
Boing, boing, boing. Oh,
That's the way it's done. That's the way it looks. You don't like it? You can put a lot on here. You can put 12 bottles of ketchup and all kinds of stuff on there.
what's that?
Well, you can put 12 bottles of ketchup, oil, stacks of light bulbs, bleach, Ajax. We'll just run a shelf in here if you need a shelf to go a little higher. You like that? Is it good?
Yeah, it's great. It's awesome.
Well, load it up. That's good for now. So now we're gonna, this is 4 feet wide, 48 inches. So we're gonna go 24 and we're gonna make a mark. I'm gonna do the same on the other side. So we're right down the middle. Keep that so that line over here. Keep this string so it stays right on that line. Right there. Right on the line. Now move it a little bit that way. Here. Make sure it's right on that line. See that line?
This line is
Yeah,
right here.
you gotta move it so it stays on that line. Look over. Right on it? Good. Stay right there. That's where the truck line is. Come towards me with it. Now we're going to lift it, bring the saw over my sawhorse into that void in the middle. Now we're going to bring it this way, back towards the street. All right, get a little more of a cut at it. Nope. Now we're going to lift it, bring the saw over those sawhorses. So lift it up because the blade's sticking out underneath of there. It has to go completely over that. There you go, just like that. There's 2 shelves. We need to make 2 more. We got all 4 shelves now. Now you get your plywood cut, and you can cut it first, it doesn't really matter. All these screws have to come back out. They were just there to help you line up your shelving. Now that whole structure out of the way.
Oh man, so smart.
Thanks, honey. Nail gun. I'm gonna take this. Stick that. Oh, that's gotta move more. There you go. That's good. Right there. Just give me a second. Can I get you to hold this shelf up? Just there.
Pretty ingenious what he just did.
Yeah. Okay. Just hold it up from the edge, though. Okay. You're gonna go right around the corner down here. Okay. Just hold the whole thing up. Got it. Now you and I'll take this.
Got it? I'm out.
Put the 2x4 under it. Put it right up against the.
Don't pinch your fingers.
I know.
Put it right under there. Against the wall. Right in. Got it?
Yep.
All right.
Now take the other one.
Now it'll stay there by itself.
That's a great thing, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, we get sheet.
This has got to come in from the end, Pops.
All right.
Keep it right on the top of that 2x4. All right, let it fall.
All right, let it fall.
Let it fall.
To that.
Alright, so the shelf's all built, and as you can see, we have 4 tiers of it. And the underside. And you can have stuff stored on the top too. I don't want to store you up there. I love you.
I love you.
I don't want to store you away. Come on down. Maybe you are in storage. Bye.
Bye.
Your daughter wants you. Because she's in here.
Dad, I want you.
She's in here.
Dad, I need you.
Where the heck are you?
I need you, Dad.
Oh, you're up there.
It's all
What are you
done.
doing up there?
Testing. He laid up here.
Oh, okay.
Just testing.
Oh, that's strong enough. That will
If Bob
help
can lay up
many
here, it's
hundred pounds.
got a fat joke,
Another fat joke.
Dad. You want to help me lift this? Is there any in there? Ow! Yeah.
Back up.
On guard.
Ah, kill. That's a kill shot.
So did I. I want to touch it. I don't want to touch it. I want to touch it.
You got me.
Oh, good. Get rid of you, weirdo. Yep.